Okay, summer tub update, 8th of August, 2026. We're well into August already. Tub update. So, um, let's actually maybe do it in reverse order today, because we always go the same way. Let's do something different. Okay. So, the big Halloween tub. Of course, because I came this way, they've all moved off. Although you can still see some of them down there, some of the fry. And breeders, of course. Yeah, so there's a bunch of junk up on the surface of the water. That's uneaten food from yesterday. Clearly this tub does not have enough snails in it. Yeah, just continuing to grow out. The juveniles in this tub are actually getting some decent color on them. I don't know if it shows, especially in the shadows here, but they are getting some decent color. Yeah, and yeah, it's plants are going in good, and yeah, that tub seems to be doing okay. The kind of more goldish Halloweens, these guys I'm not as thrilled with. As you can see, they're actually a bunch of really good sized juvies in here, but they're gold, so they just don't have that same strong coloration that that the ones that have the Yukihi base do. And they do eventually turn orange. Let me see if I can get one of these adults to hang around. They turn orange, but they're not as intense of an orange as the Yukihi base Halloweens. So, it was, I guess, worth doing as an experiment to see how they're different. But I'm going to just to use the regular Halloween, the Yukihi-based Halloweens for breeders. The black and white tub. Yeah, they produced okay, but nothing crazy. There's one of the males. Despite all my complaints about this line, I'm going to continue working it next year. And also, I'm talking a bit about. I'll probably make a video just of like, oh, what am I at the end of the season? What are my plans for next year? But just with these guys, I think they're going to be relatively sellable, and I think they're going to be, because they're white, they don't have. You'd have to wait for the black to come in, but you don't have to like, oh, it needs to be super intense orange that people look for in the orange-based lines. So I might keep working on them. They are very interesting. Depending on the light, they can look very different. Like right now, these juveniles are, looking more of kind of like a silvery color, the white parts versus the black. But then you get, especially when it's indirect light, they take on a bluish hue. This is the other tub that had the white and blacks in it, and yeah, they haven't bred at all. I think I probably ended up with only females in here. I might have had a male at one point, but he must have kicked it. The baby turtles have not seen a whole lot. I think they're going to be one of those things where just in like a month or two I tear it down, and then we see how much they grew. The Aphanius Mento tub. There's juveniles in here. They're actually pretty good size. I don't know if you can see them very well. But yeah, good sized juveniles. Let's see if maybe I adjust the angle here. You can probably see them better this way. Of course now they all dove down. There's a littler guy going there. But yeah, they're doing okay. Yeah, the plants are all doing good. Seat monkey flower is still going in most of the tubs. I'm sure it'll be all over the place next year. It's got little tiny seeds. Now, and these guys are doing good too, as you can see. Some exciting news. The Hikari tub. We got the orange mint flowering. But if we go in here, let me see if I can find one. There's one. Yeah, there are fry in here now. Not a ton, but a few. So the goal now is just to raise them up and get them to a point where I can bring them in, and they'll just be foundation for next year's project. Geo's tub, I don't think he's out. Oh no, he is. Yeah, so Geo's hanging out, as you can see. Yeah, European pond turtle, just sunning himself, doing good. Yeah, I really like him. It'd be interesting at the end of the season to measure him and see if he's how much. Well, I'm sure he's grown a bit, but see how much he's grown. I'm guessing because he was about 5 inches when I put him out. I'm guessing he's probably maybe 5.5, something like that. But yeah, he is doing good. And yeah, I just really like my turtles. Over here in this small Halloween tub, the fry that were produced, most of them are pretty good size. The keyword being that were produced, this just didn't produce a ton. Probably like, I don't know, 20 or 30. But yeah, I mean, better than nothing, I suppose. He's turning. He's on the move. Here, I'll get out of your way. Or no, you gonna dive in? Yeah, you're gonna dive in. There he goes. Anyway, he can come back. He'll come back out. Be good. The Yukihi tub. As you can see, the fry the juveniles are really putting on size. Still got a bunch of fry. Yeah, we got good growth here. Very good growth. Try to get it so it focuses on the fish and not that mint. But yeah, this tub is doing really well. Be interesting to see how many I end up pulling out in in a month or two. Well, not even a month or two. In a month to a month and a half, when I take this this thing down. And the fry the juveniles are coloring up. I'm gonna keep pumping, the colored foods into them to try to get them as orange as I can. Yeah. So the mixed medaka tub, the Mayuki experiments. You can see there's a lot of juvies in here now. And yeah, we got white ones, we got black ones, we got black with neon markings, and I'm just excited to see how these grow out, to put them out next year, and yeah, see if I can get, like a nice black, like a black Mayuki strain. I still have the that second gold female that I put in here. I've seen her swimming around, but I don't think I'm gonna get any gold Het Mayuki out of here. I think that's going to be a project for next year. She just got in too late, and even if there are fry at this point, I don't think they're going to be able to compete with these bigger juvies. And there's the Mayuki male hanging out right there. And also the yellow canna is in bloom, and it is putting off a second shoot as well. Yeah. Which we'll get to the can I grew from seed a couple years ago in a minute. The tricolor tub. This is interesting. There used to be gazillions of fish in here, and now someone's talking, rolling in the dirt. Now there are not. I don't know. There might be some predators like dragonfly larvae in here that are picking off the smaller ones, but the bigger ones, you can see they put on good size. I don't know if you can see there's the breeder females right by that hanging planter, and then we've got these other, her offspring all in here. They're all looking good. They look very similar to the white and black line, which is not surprising. I haven't really seen any, because they're mainly white and black, and B, they're derived from the what the Halloween, like the off-type production from the Halloweens last year, both lines. But these guys, Not seeing any that have any orange coloration on them. So I'm thinking next year probably I will just focus on white and blacks and not mess around with tricolors. Especially because I've heard that tricolors are not genetically stable. The Hikari, the steel Hikari tub, still got the breeders hanging out, as you can see. Looking nice, still dropping eggs. Seeing, a few fry, like there's, probably can't really see them, but there's one right there. It just crossed that leaf. Actually, he's on the leaf right now. But there's one right there. There's actually way more in the back. And by way more, I mean a few more. Of course, because I put hets in here, some of these fry are probably not actually Hikaris. They're probably het for Hikari. So again, there's not a ton. They came late. I'm just going to try to grow them out enough to set them aside for use next year. And man, I was really hoping this year to get good Hikari production, but it just didn't happen. Mainly because I lost the females in this tub because I had a lot of males and females for the first time and just didn't work out. So I guess I'll keep working that line. And then, yeah, the canna that I grew from seed last year now has produced a flower, and I think I might actually try cross-pollinating it with that yellow canna there and see what I can get out of it. Or maybe just wait and just self-pollinate it, maybe get some more seeds, because I do really like the red flowers. Yeah, really like that plant. Also like the red flowers on this cardinal plant. Yeah, so the gold tub kind of still going the way it's been going. As you can see, still a lot of little fry. These guys are definitely not going to be ready to sell in the fall. And I don't even know what level of production I'm going to have out of them. So yeah, that's kind of going to be a theme for this year. Looking over to the Aphanius laticovi tub. See if you can see some of the, yeah, you can see some of the juvies hanging out there. Getting a good look at them. Some of them have some good size, getting half an inch or over. Again, got food from yesterday that's still floating around. But yeah, they're doing good. More production than I had thought. Yeah, they're doing good. But anyway, again, kind of thinking to this fall and next year. Because, who I sell to wants bigger batches of fish. Like some of this stuff, like the Yukihis, I'd be pretty confident before of like, yeah, I've got 50 of them in here that I can sell this fall. But, when they want 200, that's a different kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to sell this fall. I mean, hopefully he will, as goodwill buy some of this stuff. And then next year, I guess I'm going to have to just go and, well, I've been thinking a lot about next year. And I think part of it is I'm going to kind of divide stuff between stuff that I am producing for my own. I mean, I'm producing it all for my own enjoyment. But the stuff that is literally just, there's no intention of selling this. I just want to produce small numbers because it's a project. And then there's going to be, I'm just going to focus on a couple things that I will do multiple tubs of, kind of like I did with the Halloweens, but I think a bit more, I'm not strategic because I was trying to be strategic this year, but I guess just, keep evolving my strategy, but, try to do, 2 or 3 tubs of a couple things that I want to produce enough to be able to sell. And really, I only really want to sell them just because, not to get rich, but just because it helps defray the cost of doing this. But yeah, it's, yeah, I don't know. It's just not as easy to sell as it was before. And I think that's just kind of generally the overall market right now. I mean, at least here in the US, it's kind of going into a bit of a recession. But anyway, tell me how you guys are doing with your tubs later.